Hi guys, I decided to play Xavier's card. I already did Silas and it almost killed me. Um, I'm such a fluffy animal and I was not prepared for all of that, to be honest. So why am I doing this to myself? Cause I just love our little Bun Bun and I wanna see what they did here. As usual, sorry if I mispronounce anything of it or you can't understand what I read. There are subtitles after all. So, alright, let's go. I hear some cars. In the dark hours of the night, the lights shine on a license plate in the distance. A cargo truck speeds along the winding road. Two predators had hijacked crucial supplies. Now they're in the middle, fleeing to the southern district.
Hey! Give us a ride!
Alright. At the roadside, a patrol car with a flat tires parked at an angle. Several enforcers wearing identical uniforms wave at us. Their eyes are full of hope. Without slowing down, Xavier keeps his eyes fixed on the road ahead. He steps on the gas and our vehicle accelerates past them at breakneck speed. Of course he's not picking up, guys. Come on. So you can drive, Xavier, after all. And drive fast. You're just going to drive past them.
I've only been with the LCBI for 6 months. It wouldn't be weird if I couldn't recognize all my colleagues yet.
Oh, of course, the male colleagues. Oh, Xavier looks so good and this outfit is fire. Good point. Forget them. Let's chase after our target. The scenery blurs outside the windows as the distance between our car and the target's vehicle steadily shrinks. Just as we are about to catch up, Xavier glances at the dashboard.
We're about to go past the speed limit. Should I slow down?
Well, there aren't any cameras or speed traps on this road. I'll pretend I didn't see anything. No.
I'll ask earlier next time.
Okay, let's go. Oh, it's good he asked. Silas would never ask. Raphael would never ask. I don't think they over the speed limit. With my permission, the red needle. Oh no! What's happening? With my permission, the red needle on the speedometer rapidly climbs and reaches 200. Oh my god, guys! Wait, I didn't say to floor it. Oh my. Did they just crash into them? Oh, he looks so good with this hair. Although I think I like his shorter hair the most, but still, it's a nice change. Late into the night, Xavier emerges from the copy room. A comical amount of documents are in his arms. I don't even have to look to know that the enforcers who enjoy picking on newbies dumped that load of busy work on him. Are you a newbie? Oh,
Single
no.
space, 9-point font, 0.5-inch indents with the paragraphs. Print on both sides. Tick the box for black and white in the printing settings.
Oh, poor baby. Hold on. Don't tell me Operation Sector 1, sorry, I just saw an eye, doesn't have any money.
The senior staff in the financial department said this is most cost-effective.
Okay. He drops a thick stack of documents on the desk in front of me.
Last month's car repair costs exceeded our monthly reimbursement limit. We received a warning about it.
Great. And
We
who's to blame?
successfully apprehended 2 runaway predators. But if we keep using routine operational costs as an excuse, they'll report us to the higher-ups.
Uh-oh. Equipment procurement, weapon upgrades. Didn't we use our money wisely? Come on, let's give them a piece of our mind. Xavier shakes his head and politely declines.
I'm in no position to argue. My words don't carry a lot of weight, and I'd rather not get fired.
Oh, that's news. You're the most cost-effective employee in the LCBI. They'd fire me before even thinking about letting you go.
Don't worry, Captain. I'll support you no matter what happens.
He called us captain. Oh no, that worked. Oh, I mean, on me. I'm a captain. You have to listen to me then. As tensions between the predators and ordinary citizens have escalated, everyone's lives are increasingly filled with unrest. 5 years ago, the powers that be established the Lincoln City Bureau or something like that, of investigation, or we can say LCBI, I prefer that. It was in response to the growing pressure from the city, ever-increasing crime rate. 2 years ago, I began an enforcer. My job is to apprehend wanted predators who are on the run. Well, I wouldn't take that job, no way. But then we wouldn't meet Xavier, so... Oh well, Xavier's my subordinate. I recruited him 6 months ago. His performance and achievements are unremarkable. It's not even possible with Xavier. But he makes up for it being exceptionally responsible. Oh, I would love a person like that to work for me. He's very loyal to me and he's good at driving too. I hire you, Xavier. I can't drive, so let's go. He's also carefree and often sleepy. He tends to zone out during meetings, but when his colleagues try to mess with him, he always manages to strike back in his own unique way.
Listen up, Xavier. The LCBI has a behavioral assessment committee. Dozing off at work will cost you. 100 will be deducted from your paycheck whenever it happens.
They call him Xavier. Oh, that's so cute. I always call him Xavier. But that's just my Polish way of speaking.
Here's 30,000.
What?
That should cover my penalty for now.
Xavier, can I have that money?
Hey, buddy, old pal. Do you still need the cardboard box under your desk?
Yes.
It doesn't look like you're using it for anything. I can get rid of it for you.
I could be fired in the blink of an eye.
No.
I need it with me at all times.
No, who will fire you, Bum Bum? I would.
After I said that, he gave me a bunch of money and told me to find him from there. Don't you think he has some powerful connections?
Are you a prince in this universe too?
I always wondered how someone who's so unremarkable with mediocre abilities managed to get in here.
Oh, you're just rude. And that's how rumors are born. One person's speculation becomes another's certainty. Due to his casual attitude toward money, gossip appeared within our place about Xavier's background. They think he's from a noble, distinguished family. And it wouldn't surprise me at all. However, I closely observed Xavier's daily routine over the past few months. His food, clothing, expenses, and travel habits. They are no different from a normal person's. Even his home is just an average apartment near the LCBI. I soon recall the first time I met Xavier 6 months ago. Oh, how did you two meet? I mean, how did I meet him? For the little mouth. As the work in Operations Sector 1 became increasingly hectic, I decided it was time to find myself an assistant. But with the limited budget and the frequent life-threatening situations involved in this line of work, very few could be considered good candidates. 2 or 3 months flew by, and I still hadn't found someone suitable.
Hello? I'm here as a candidate for the job.
Hello. Oh, you are so cute. Focus. As I entered the conference room, the young man with refined features politely greeted me. His experience is good, but he looks like another person who will politely decline once he hears about the salary and benefits. Introduce yourself, please.
I'm Xavier, 23 years old. I graduated from Lincoln University and I'm currently unemployed.
No, don't worry, I will employ you, Xavier. Oh, 23. I mean, we all know that you're not 23, but still so cute. From his resume, Xavier's skills didn't perfectly match the requirements I wanted in an assistant. However, as a member of the LCBI, one should possess excellent skills in managing relationships between superiors and subordinates. If 6 executives showed up, and you only have 5 cups of water, what would you do?
I'll drink all 5 cups. That way, no one is left without a drink.
That's the way. While his thought process was unique, it seems like he'd be a good scapegoat. He might even be easy to manipulate. What are your salary expectations? Given that our sector was only recently established and we are still growing, our budget is somehow limited. He contemplated this for a moment and he raised his earnest gaze.
How does 2,000 sound?
And you just threw like 30,000 before. Excellent, you hired. Oh, that's so cute. I love all the dramas where they work together. It's like my almost favorite trope. So yes, Xavier just ticks all the boxes every single damn time. We get another case. A high-ranking official has been found dead in his own villa. The victim's last name is Zimmer. His body was discovered in his home at 8 this morning. For now, the cause of death is suspected to be hypovolemic shock due to a predator attack. Cases like this aren't uncommon. This one is getting special attention because of the victim's high-profile status. The higher-ups requested that we prioritize
Parts of the video surveillance and alarm system were compromised. Based on the other records, Hermit might be responsible for this too.
Hermit. Alright. Doesn't hermit means like someone very not exclusive. Someone who stays at home most of the time, I think. But well, I'm not the greatest with Greek, so don't quote me on that. However, there's evidence of someone tampering with the crime scene. Until forensics sends back a report, we can't rule out the possibility that someone else is responsible.
The missing councilman was found dead in a secret underground room in his house. The contents of his safe have vanished without a trace. If the motive was a monetary one, they wouldn't have ignored the antiques and precious jewelry in the house.
If someone is a smart cookie, whenever Xavier shows up on the screen, I'm just like,
The fact that they went to such lengths shows the safe must have contained something far more valuable.
After finishing his detailed analysis, Xavier looks at me.
Did I make sense?
Yes.
Not bad. I was thinking the same thing.
Sure, dude. Smart cookie. As we leave the villa, the enforcer, who had been upstage, quickly puts on a stern face.
Hey, Xavier, get us some coffee.
Oh no! He doesn't look very happy. Xavier is...
Okay.
No, Xavier, you cannot make them boss you around. When one of the LCBI's many rooms, I slam a book down on Xavier's desk. Xavier, how long have you been working here?
As of yesterday, it's been exactly 6 months.
Oh, 6 months working together. And how many times have you been sent out to get coffee?
7 or 8 times?
Oh, poor baby, they're just using you. I cross my arms and mimic the serious demeanor our superiors use when lecturing us. The LCBI was established to track down and apprehend the predators who are in hiding. Is that correct? Xavier nods earnestly. I brought you here to assist me with the investigations. Getting coffee for other people isn't part of your job description.
You have a point.
Yes, I do. So just listen to me. So, do you know how to respond when someone asks you to get coffee for them?
I need to assist with her investigations. I don't have time to get coffee for other people.
Yes. Close but no cigar. Look, you're my teammate. From now on, you are not allowed to run errands for anyone else. Just me. Oh, them working together is so cute. After completing the mission and hand over the Interoperation Sector 1 gathered to our superiors, I also deliver concise, report about our findings at the crime scene. The scene showed evidence of damage from another source, which confirms 2 separate groups entered the sealed room in succession. The middle-aged man before me dismissively waves his hand. His impatience is palpable.
Our high-priority assets are always targeted. Who else could it be if not him?
Sir, while the LCBI believes Hermit is the prime suspect, the on-site investigation report revealed several inconsistencies.
I understand you're eager to prove yourself, but don't overcomplicate things. Right now, we should be focused on recovering the items that were stolen from the safe.
Okay,
Besides, who could possibly
Sorry.
evade Hermit given his exceptional skills?
Understood, sir. Exaggerating an opponent's prowess is perfect for hiding incompetence and laziness. Hermit is a predator who was added to the SSS class most wanted. I'm glad that they added another S in the list within the past year. He possesses extraordinary mental fortitude and self-control. Hermit rarely succumbs to external stimuli or stimulations, probably, that could trigger a frenzied state. He also rarely reveals his predator form. He appears to be unaffiliated with the predator factions and shows no interest in illegal activities or inciting chaos. Unlike other predators, he's rarely seen participating in public attacks, and surprisingly, many dangerous fugitives have quietly met their end at his hands. However, Hermit was recently implicated in a series of high-profile cases that have caught the attention of the authorities. As a result, every move of this unpredictable predator has put the LCBI on high alert. And knowing this game, that's Xavier. Oh, dozing off again. I leave the office and see Xavier leaning against the wall. He's waiting for me and it looks like he's about to doze off. Yup. He waves at me before gesturing at the cafeteria. His figure is somehow illuminated as it caught between light and shadow. An encrypted email suddenly appears in my inbox. My heart skips a bit the moment I see the familiar email address. Hold on, I forgot my badge. Before he can respond, I dash into the stairwell. In the security camera's blind spot, I open the email. The subject line is untitled, as usual. The sender's name, however, is one I know all too well. Hermit. Ooh, are we getting emails from Xavier while he's just standing there? Oh, you sneaky bunny. I received my first email from him 3 months ago. Initially, I dismissed it as a spam. But after a predator attack, I noticed the clues in the email perfectly matched the incident. As the second and third emails arrived, I slowly realized that every lead he provided was real. In other words, Hermit is most likely the one sending them. I immediately attempted to trace the email, but the address was so heavily encrypted that there was nothing for me to glean. I carefully tried to respond to his emails at first, but I never received a response. Doesn't surprise me. Without hesitating, I open the email's attachment and see a photograph. Mystic City welcomes you. It's a poster for a bar's grand opening. The bar's phone number is at the bottom of the poster and several numbers are circled. True to Hermit's style, this is likely a specific date. A quick calculation reveals it's exactly 1 week from today. Is this the clue he's sending me? Could the date be connected to the case? No, Xavier, you always help us with all the work. Just not directly. The sky dyed in the color of neon lights cleaves the cityscape's neatly arranged shadows. Xavier and I lean against the rooftop wall. We are cuddling our lunches. Oh, they're eating together.
Ever since we left the office, you've been down. Is it related to the case?
I watch too many K-dramas and anime to not be happy with it. It's nothing. Right now, we need to focus on recovering the items that were stolen from the safe. Keep up the good work. Once you're capable of handling cases by yourself, you should...
Should what?
Maybe transfer to a better department. There are many experienced veterans in the LCBI. You should network with them. Oh, don't tell him that he can leave us. We don't want him to leave us. He looks at me and his face is a mask of neutrality.
Oh, you want me to get the support of others. I see. What about you?
Oh, let's not break his little heart. Operation Sector 1. We'll always need new talents. When that time comes,
You'll recruit other newcomers, right?
Oh, Xavier. Don't worry, I won't let you go. Or the other way around. Who knows? He narrows his eyes and studies me for a moment. It's as if he determined to not miss even the slightest change in my expression.
But didn't you say I was under your wing?
Oh, he's so cute. You're not wrong.
So the person who always had my back might give their attention to others.
And they might be male. Sorry. They are all hypothetical scenarios. Anyway, I need to talk to you about something. I gently push him back and my tone becomes more serious. Xavier, have you heard of Hermit? Uh-oh. After hesitating for a moment, I decide to tell Xavier about the emails I've been getting from Hermit.
You don't think he's the culprit in the councilman's case?
No. If he was, he wouldn't have sent the emails. I admit he's full of himself, he never answers any of my questions. I look at him. I use my chopsticks to poke at the veggies in my lunch. I sigh and met Xavier's puzzled gaze. At first, I suspected he had ulterior motives, but the intel he sent me matches up with the LCBI's final reports. He's an enigma. Why would he provide intel to low-ranking enforcers like me? We all know why. Does he really think I can save this entire city by myself?
Maybe.
I know I already said it in previous videos, but I absolutely love the chuckle that the VA does. It's just heartwarming. Oh well. As dusk falls, fireworks bloom in the distance. Beyond the wire fence, they light up the darkened sky. Have you heard of Philo? Philo, they pronounce it two different ways, seriously. They say it's an old mysterious financial group, or maybe it's a family. Their history predates the city itself, but they only entered the public eye in the last few decades. They are considered to be on par with ever. Xavier glances at me before quickly averting his gaze. He starts poking the octopus-shaped sausages in his lunch. What kind of lunch are you eating when it's so dark?
I know a thing or two about them.
Of course you do. Unlike Everett, who loves the spotlight, Philo keeps a low profile. I heard their heir lives in seclusion. Oh, that's the word I was looking for when I was talking about Hermit. Because of their poor health. I gesture toward the night sky in the distance. When the heir was born, fireworks supposedly lit up Linkar for days. They were over there. Oh, look, Xavier, how much they loved you. I have no idea if there were any fireworks on the night I was born, but I guess there wasn't. It's like the world didn't notice my arrival.
If you see fireworks, does that mean the world acknowledges your existence?
No, I just need you to see me. I was just making a silly comparison. Maybe with enough saved up to finally leave the city, life could feel a whole lot brighter.
I don't think he's any better than you, though.
Oh, I love that Xavier is not posh and full of himself. It's just a normal guy who likes a girl. Oh, so cute. Ah, my eyes. What makes you say that?
If you could, would you leave?
You look so sad. Oh my god. I would. I'm not planning on living right now, but if I can't take it anymore and reach my limit, then I'll think about living. Xavier lowers his head, he's deep in thought.
Then, if that day never comes, you won't leave?
He seems to be genuinely looking for an answer. Maybe. I'm not leaving you.
All right. We'll make sure it never happens.
Oh, aren't you the cutest? If only it were that simple.
But some things aren't as complicated as they appear.
You guys know what? I need this man in my life to tell me that when I get overpowered by absolutely everything and overwhelmed by everything. You know what? I'm just gonna do this. And use it when I have a harder time. The world always seems so simple in his eyes. Somehow it makes me feel better. Of course. You have a point there. No, sweetest thing. Oh, what's happening? The date mentioned in the email is fast approaching. Xavier and I sit in the car to discuss our strategy. I still don't get what they have the mask or whatever it is called on their faces, but okay, that does look cool. I have a lead on the case we are working on.
But I heard the arrest will take place at a barbecue joint in the south. Operation Sector 2 beat us to it.
That was a decoy to throw off the LCBI. I have my inside source, don't you trust me?
Of course.
Calm as usual, he nods. This mission is important. Whether we'll be in the spotlight or scrapping by at the LCBI depends on what happens from here on out.
Alright. But do we have to be dressed like this?
Yes, that's what I'm asking. I mean, you look perfect, so I don't mind. I was recently talking to a friend about giving them leather, and here it is. Please stop tracking our conversations, thank you. Xavier's gaze revealed a hint of his grievances. I look at his disguise again. Rivets, leather straps, earrings, these accessories give him an air of unapproachable danger and rebelliousness. I might have eaten some S's in there. We're heading into Predator's territory. Dressing up will help us blend in and avoid unnecessary trouble. You just wanted to see him like that. Oh,
Let's hope you're right.
Xavier. I'm sorry. It's the devs, not me. I will put you in your favorite hoodie. Not that I mind, right? Mystic City is a bar situated on the border between the overworld and the underworld of the city. Predators are known to frequent the area. Because of the ambiguous jurisdiction and bureaucratic backpassing, it's also one of the most chaotic areas in all of Lincoln. Surprising. Here's your fruit platter and drinks, sir. Vibrant lights spin overhead and paint everyone's faces with shifting hues and shadows. About 10 people crowd around a circular sofa. Their raucous laughter mingles with the pulsing dance music, creating a deafening cacophony. Hermit's intel is correct. I immediately recognize the man the center as a wanted fugitive. He's a predator who goes by name Lionel. Operation Sector 2 is going to be empty-handed this time.
I can still vividly imagine that councilman on his knees and begging for mercy.
Really?
If we hadn't made a run for it, Hermit would have caught us red-handed.
Don't be such a downer. Let's say we did run into him. We might be able to take him down.
Definitely not. Hermit already confronted them. Based on how they are talking, it seems this group of predators and Hermit are after whatever's in the safe.
Hey! Where did our waiter go? Why isn't our food here yet?
I quickly adjust my uniform and plaster a smile on my face, and I push the door open. I'll bring it over to you as soon as I can.
Hurry up! And don't even think about trying anything funny.
Me? Never. Maintaining my composure, I slip out of the private room and quickly walk to the kitchen. After Xavier and I snuck in through the back door, we split up to carry out our respective tasks. I disguised myself as a server to gather intel from the private room. Meanwhile, Xavier would focus on incapacitating the group of predators. Xavier, how is it going on your end? We need to get one of the chefs to actually make...
Are you talking about this guy with the hat?
He gestured to the unconscious man lying down. Don't worry, there are always more solutions than problems. Uh-oh. Time is of the essence. I take a spatula and thrust it into Xavier's head. Oh no. Desperate times call for desperate measures. The kitchen is yours now. Oh no. Oh no. Don't do that. Deluded, he takes the spatula before staring at the long list of dishes on the menu. Uncertainty appears in his confident expression. Oh no, not the kitchen. I tie an apron around him and pat his shoulder. Do you think you can cook 18 dishes?
I'll do my best.
Oh my god, the kitchen is gonna die. Oh no. Wearing a deferential smile, I will in a cart laden with an array of colorful fragment dishes and push open the door to the private room. Thank you for
But is the
waiting.
thing from the safe worth that much? It's no bigger than a fingernail. We'll ever pay a good price for it?
Someone's here. Shut up.
Interesting. Pretending to be oblivious to their conversation, I set the dishes on the table one at a time. The starving predators waste no time and descend upon their food with a ravenous intensity. I can't take the word descent normally anymore after playing with Silas so many times. Oh no!
What is this stuff?
No!
Bring the chef to us right now!
Oh, he looks so good, oh my god. As Xavier walks in, still holding the spatula, the temperature in the room plummets. We are outnumbered here, Xavier. Play along for now. I'll call for backup as soon as... Ignoring my words, he approaches the group with an impassive expression.
I cooked the food here. Is there a problem?
Oh, when he goes to those lower towns.
This slop is fit for pigs!
As if suddenly realizing the gravity of the situation, a tense silence falls over the room.
What I meant was, only pigs would eat this! Wait, that's not...
You're not doing great, dude.
There's a suggestion box outside. You can submit your feedback there if you're unsatisfied.
Do not fuel to the fire, Xavier. It's almost as if something was switched on. Lionel violently flips the table.
You son of a... You dared to mess with our food? I'll chop you up and serve you as the appetizer!
Amidst a chorus of enraged roars, the predators in the private room descend into a frenzied state. Uh-oh. No, Xavier! A sharp pain shoots through my shoulder as pieces of a broken bottle clatter at my feet. Gritting my teeth, I push Xavier away from me. We need to leave. The LCBI will be here any...
You go first.
Alright, I'm not going without you. The warmth disappears from my hand, and before I can react, I find myself pushed out of the room. The door might as well have been a solid steel wall. No matter how hard I push, it won't budge. Damn it. Xavier, don't leave us alone. Don't fight that alone. Thinking, he rubs his temples and doesn't speak. Lionel fixes his gaze on the young man's eyes. He searches their depths for even the slightest flicker of emotional intent.
Where's the chip that was hidden in the safe?
Oh, I remember now. You're a hermit, aren't you?
Of course.
You didn't want to stick with us, so you infiltrated the LCBI for a cushy government job, huh?
Yes, for us.
Ditch them. Hang out with us instead.
Are you done?
I love listening to his voice like that. Yep.
Get him!
The private room is showered with shards of shattered floors and tubes, bricks, and tiles.
When your backup arrives, everyone will know who you really are.
This is all the time I need.
For what? A trip down memory lane?
Cool. An iron spike pierces through his left arm and pins him to the wall. A crack reminiscent of a spider web spans half a meter behind him. Interesting. Sweating, Lionel's vision blurs. He sees the mysterious young man calmly drag a chair over and sit down in front of him.
It'll be enough to make you wish you were dead.
I'll talk. I'll tell you everything.
Xavier's elbow slightly relaxes.
The chip is hidden. It's hidden at...
Xavier leans in. He's about to hear the answer he wants when pain suddenly shoots through his arm. Without warning, a sharp blade leaves a deep cut across his shoulder. Oh, yuck. The metallic scent of blood fills his nostrils. It awakens an uncontrollable agitation that surges from within.
How troublesome.
No. We'll patch you up, don't worry. Reinforcements from the LCBI arrives with a flurry of sirens. Their vehicles swiftly encircle Mystic City and form an impenetrable blockade. Yes, my brain died there. As the door to the private room bursts open, a scene of utter chaos unfolds. Amid the wreckage, it's almost impossible to do something. Xavier! Alright, let's go. I step forward just in time to catch him as he falls. I cradle his familiar, this heaved figure in my arms. His face is smeared with blood and grime. He didn't escape the fight unscattered. The memories of our time together flood in my mind and my heart is beating with panic I never felt before. Xavier, I refuse to let you die on me. If you do, where else can I find a highly valuable, low-maintenance subordinate? As if reacting to my words, the figure in my arms stirs ever so slightly.
I'm still alive.
You better be.
But if you don't calm down, the autopsy report will have to list death by embrace as the cause.
You wouldn't mind that, would ya? Xavier struggles to prop himself up on his elbow. His face is smeared with blood. Realizing I'm holding him too tightly, I loosen my grip. You're cracking jokes at a time like this. Do you have any idea how worried I
I'm
was?
fine. What I need to do right now is find a place to crash.
Yeah, let's go to our place. He can stay there. Back in the car, I put a new address into the navigation system. Xavier doesn't pry or question what I'm doing. Did you find a new lead?
It's nothing concrete. All I know is that it's connected to Ever.
No, it is. Ever.
Remember the connections we mapped out for the deceased earlier? Before he entered politics, the councilman held a high-ranking position at Ever.
Of course.
If I had to guess, the item in the safe is probably connected to those rumors.
And can probably save all the predators too. The rumors Xavier mentioned and referred to information that recently went viral online. According to these claims, Ever created the predators from a botched experiment that was conducted years ago. While some dubious experimental data was leaked to support the claims, authorities quickly suppressed the information. Let's put that aside for now. I turn to Xavier and my expression becomes stern. Those predators in the private room, you took care of them all by yourself.
They were arguing about how to split their loot. I only nudged things along. Before I knew it, they were at each other's throats.
Xavier, we are not lying, but I understand.
By the way, is my cooking really that bad?
Even if it is, I'll eat it, so don't worry. The rear view mirror catches Xavier's crestfallen profile. What? No, they were trying to get under your skin.
I knew it.
We drive out of the bustling city streets and stop in front of an alley. Only a few streetlights scattered about illuminates it. We're here, let's go.
This place is... I didn't bring an ID with me.
Huh? ID? Following his gaze, I look up to see a neon sign flickering with a suggestive glow with the words Love Hotel. Get your mind out of the gutter. Tangled electrical wires and neon sign hang low over the narrow alleyways. I lost my brain there. I lead Xavier through the maze. We soon arrive at the rusty iron door at the far end of it. We push through into a pitch-black hallway. A single fluorescent tube buzzes overhead, and it casts a sickly yellow glow that highlights years of neglect. At the end of the hallway, I unlatch the rickety door to room for backup power. This is my safe house. It's in a clever hiding spot, don't you think? Here we go, a safe house. Oh. Why is it a safe house and it has bars? The safe house barely has any furniture. It only has a narrow cot and a simple storage cabinet. I fish out a spare key from the drawer and hand it out to Xavier. Here you are. Once you're ready to spread your wings, feel free to use it whenever you want. Remember not to talk about it to anyone else, and you can't bring other people here. With a thoughtful expression, Xavier stares at the key in his palm and he nods. Oh, we are gonna share the same dungeon. I guess. With no chairs inside, Xavier awkwardly sits on the edge of the iron frame cut. I think it's that how you read it. It's rare to see him appear slightly uncomfortable. Take off your clothes.
That's part of my job description for $2,000 a month?
Xavier! I didn't even think about it. Calm down. Are you planning to sleep in those clothes that are covered in predator's blood? You can change by yourself.
Oh.
He turns around and his expression remains the same. Xavier, naughty boy. Why do I feel flustered right now? I would be too. Very flustered. I quickly pat my cheeks to calm down. Once Xavier disappears into the bathroom, I start gathering up the blood-stained clothes. Suddenly something falls out of a pocket. It's an auto-injector. Or auto-injector. A suppressant. This unmistakably contains a suppressant used to subdue predators who enter a frenzied state. Oh, well, we know now that he's one. This auto-injector is the latest model and has only been distributed to a few top-secret research facilities. It's not available to the public. How did Xavier get his hand on this? Well, he reached. Lost in thought, I barely noticed Xavier emerging from the bathroom. He had already changed into the clothes I left for him. What are you wearing, Oh, you look so cute. I had the auto-injector behind my back just as a sharp pain suddenly flares up in my shoulder. Ow.
When did you get hurt?
That doesn't matter. When we were in the Mystic City's private room, a bottle struck me and left a wound. It's on my left shoulder. It's not deep, but there are still tiny pieces of glass stuck in it.
Sit. And don't move.
Yes. I have never seen Xavier look so serious before. I'm fine. Oh, so close. Xavier sits behind me with steady hands. He uses tweezers to meticulously remove the glass.
I'll try to be as gentle as I possibly can.
Thank you. Aren't you the sweetheart? You underestimate me.
No one is underestimating you. So you don't need to pretend it doesn't hurt.
Is he upset? I clear my throat and steer the conversation in another direction. Xavier, where did you learn how to do first aid? I'm impressed. Your resume said you were a student at Lincoln University, but you always seem to know things most people...
The LCBI offers free seminars. I attended a few of them.
Of course he did. Gosh, we are so similar with Xavier. It kind of warms my heart. I think we would be such a good study buddies. And maybe something more. We have that kind of stuff.
Yeah. 6 months ago, you injured your left leg when we did our first mission together.
So that's why...
We were in a rush, so the wound wasn't properly treated right away. Since then, you talk about how the scar aches whenever the weather is gloomy.
Oh, and he remembers it all. Of course he remembers it all. He gently presses down my left shoulder as it involuntarily twitches from the pain.
Stay still.
I love English.
It'll be over soon.
On a whim, I grab his hand and point to a thumb-sized red mark on the outside of his wrist. So that's where he was bitten. I've been meaning to ask, how did you get the scar?
I don't remember.
Lying is not good, Xavier, but I understand. The bandage is meticulously wrapped around my wound. He adds a personal touch, an intricate knot. An unexpected emotion washes over me. I can't put it into words. Has anyone ever told you that your vague responses make it difficult to figure out who you are?
My file and resume are straight to the point. How can anyone doubt my identity?
That's why. But I've heard people say you might be... Oh my goodness. What are you guys doing? A deafening bang shatters the atmosphere between us. The room is plunged into darkness. Before I can even process what's happening, my body moves. I pin Xavier against the wall and my hands are on either side of him. Woo, here you go. Go girl. We remain frozen in the darkness and our hearts are pounding, but nothing happens.
It wasn't gunfire. It was just a power outage.
Okay. Embarrassed, I release him. The wires here are ancient, so blackouts happen all the time. The power should be back soon. Even the dim lighting, I can see the hint of a smile on his lips as he looks at me. Amusement shines in his eyes. It's as if my overreaction was a source of entertainment.
There's something I've been meaning to ask as well.
Uh-oh.
You're always so quick to protect other people. Is it because I'm your subordinate?
No, it's because I like you. I think it's because you're the first person at the LCBI who's trusted me without question.
I see.
Xavier's eyes look onto mine before he looks away.
We don't know how long the power will be out. We could open the curtains. It might let in some light.
Are you sure that it will help? It's a pitch black out there. No stars, no moon. He can make stars appear. The air feels thick and stifling. I use it as an excuse to make my way around the foot of the bed. In one swift motion, I open the curtains and look outside. Fireworks paint the darkness with brilliant, fleeting light. These aren't just any fireworks, they're the kind reserved for festivals and celebrations. I'm stunned. Words tumble out of my lips before I can stop myself. I wonder who the lucky newborn is this time.
Do you count? I saw your personnel file. Today's your birthday.
Oh my goodness, aren't you
You
the
said that you
cutest?
weren't sure if anyone knew you existed when you were born.
I know he knows. Oh, tears in my eyes.
I'll give you an answer. I know. I know that you exist.
Give me a second, I'm just gonna add that. Oh, I'm such a soft cookie, I'm already ready to cry. That date is a random day I put down to pass the background check. Because he would know. Noticing how distracted I am, Xavier moves closer. His hand gently cups my chin and my gaze returns to the window.
Savor it. I saved multiple paychecks for this.
Oh, that's so cute. Oh my god. Oh. I'm just gonna go and cry in the corner. You shouldn't spend your money so recklessly in the future.
Are you implying I should let you manage it instead?
Are you implying that we get married or... I'm sorry. By that logic, we'd be able to save enough so the two of us can live together someday. Oh, I hear the bells. A soft chuckle tickles my ear. His gaze drifts to the sky where the last burst of fireworks blossoms in the night. The embers drift down. It's as if they're within reach, like raindrops falling through a haze of neon lights. He wasn't exaggerating. A display like this must have cost a small fortune. The spectacle is so magnificent and all-encompassing that I'm sure anyone in the city would only need to look up to see it painting the sky.
Do you still want to leave, even after you've seen that?
No, we can just live together. I remain silent, but my resolve wavers. Something has changed, but I can't put my finger on it. Xavier doesn't push for an answer. Instead, he looks away.
Regardless of whether you stay or leave, if you find yourself in another city one day, I hope you'll remember tonight. Remember these fireworks.
Isn't he the cutest of them all? I mean, I like Silas's card. I always do, but whenever I do Xavier's card, I'm just like melting into a puddle, and it's just, oh, so adorable, and my heart just feels happy. There was only one empty inbox for the next month. Hermit hasn't reached out to me. But a rumor begins to circulate. The item stolen from the safe wasn't just any trinket. It was a chip that contained confidential files related to Ever.
Is Hermit one of Ever's hitmen?
Whoa there. We can't throw around accusations like that. The authorities are still in bed with Ever. They even paid for our latest batch of weapons to use against the predators.
Of course they would. If they make the stakes a lie Ever, they will have to make him very likable. Very. It's clear the higher ups aren't rejecting Ever's advances, and their stance is conveniently vague. The investigation is doomed to be swept under the rug before it even begins. Actually, I used to think Hermit had an insider at the LCBI. I guess I was wrong.
The LCBI is as watertight as a colander.
Do you want to say something about that, Xavier? I can't help but sigh. My mood worsens. For the past 6 months, Hermit has been all over the place, yet he always escapes when we are about to catch him. You said it yourself, Hermit isn't doing this for the fame or money, and he doesn't have any unusual quirks. So what's his goal here? What drives him?
Ever is tangled up in a web of power plays. Are you sure you want to get caught up in all that?
No. If we expose the truth, we'll be thrown into the eye of the storm. There's no way we'll return unscathed. Despite all of that, I still want to do this together.
If we pull this off, will we become famous?
Hopefully not. We might not even make it past the LCBI's first door before someone takes us out.
Fortune favors the bold. Besides, you can't have fun without danger.
I can have tons of fun without danger. Good. We need that kind of attitude for this. MC is amazing. She really is. I would just go home, take a cat, take Xavier, and never leave it. As the days grow shorter and colder, the city's unrest shows no sign of abating. Anti-predator protests connect out autumn and winter. Meanwhile, reports of violent attacks continue to increase. They paint a grim picture of a city that's on edge. There's a glimmer of hope on the horizon. The upcoming mayoral election promised change, and whispers of the new 7th provision, which aims to contain the predators, appear. On the surface, things seems to be getting better, but deep down, I can't help but feel like something isn't adding up. I put my coat tighter around me and stuffed my hands into pockets. It's a futile attempt to preserve the remaining warmth I have left. The path stretches out before us and is lined with tall street lights. Their soft glow illuminates the season's first snowfall. Xavier walks beside me while carefully balancing 2 streaming lattes. His gaze is fixed downward and he nimbly counts the coins in his palm. You're always asking about my dreams and plans for the future, but I don't know what you want. Do you want to walk down the same path as me? Yes, married together. I'm sorry. He holds my gaze for what feels like an eternity, then he reaches out without warning. His gloved hand brushes away the snow from my hair.
I might have forgotten to mention that I chose you.
Oh, let me just. Okay, can be that too.
This place is packed with people, and it's not like I have a habit of following everyone who shows up.
Thank goodness. There was a time when I doubted everything about Xavier, but now I've never felt more safe with him near me. Xavier, I couldn't help but notice you've changed since you first joined.
When you said you wanted to try this, your face lit up even brighter than it did on the night of the fireworks.
Oh, I'm sorry. Was I really happy at that time?
Do whatever makes you smile.
I'm sorry, but sometimes the devs just throw a line like this, and when you are at the very bottom, sometimes it hits you so hard, and I think that it just hit me. Life is tough, guys, life is tough. And then we have beautiful boys. Snowflakes dance in the air around us. As they fall, they catch the light and form a shimmering halo above Xavier's head.
You don't need fireworks to shine. With or without the spectacle, people see you for who you are. And to some of them, you're a beacon of light.
Well, I might as well just flag them all, right? Aren't you the cutest? Okay, focus. It's as if the universe decided to lend us a hand when we decided to investigate Ever. Everything has gone so smoothly that it feels unreal. Using the information in the chip we retrieved, we quickly discovered an abandoned Ever research base. Inside are traces of Ever's experiments on the predators. Ever's long-buried secrets are finally unearthed. They now lie exposed before our eyes. But thinking we can take them down with this is like going in unarmed against a giant. We need backup and a way to cast a massive spotlight on them. The car glides through the streets. It's a silent sentinel in the cold night as its headlights cut through the thick blanket of darkness enveloping Lincoln.
Do you remember Philo? You mentioned them before.
Even if those corporations willingly work with us, who says they won't turn into another Ever?
That's
Xavier
true.
does.
Do you have any ideas on how we should proceed?
There might be one person who could potentially help us. Hermit. Let me sleep on it. I'll fill you in tomorrow. Good night.
Okay. Good night.
Well, Xavier, you have to help us as a hermit, I guess. As soon as the call ends, I press down on the accelerator. A lot of lip sound. I'll send an email to Hermit once I'm home. It doesn't hurt to try. After I dragged my weary body out of the elevator, I reached the door of my apartment. Before my finger can touch the cool surface of the fingerprint scanner to unlock it, my phone blares to life. Its harsh glow cuts through the hallway's inky darkness. An unfamiliar number has appeared on the screen. I don't know why, but I have a feeling I know who it is. My finger swipes across the screen to answer the phone call. Hermit?
Don't go in.
Oh my goodness. Whew. Just as my fingertip grazes the fingerprint sensor, a violent attack turns me inside out. The rippling, invisible force is followed by a deafening roar that shatters the night's silence. Oh, ouch. Thank you, Xavier, thank you for saving us. My ears are ringing as I fall, but before I hit the ground, a figure catches me.
Hold on tight.
I will. He's fast, almost too fast for a normal human.
Hermit was here. Don't let him escape.
Hermit. So that's how we find it out, okay. Ignoring the searing pain in my forehead, I force myself to lift my heavy eyelids. A figure stands near the window. He's so pale that he melts into the moonlight. Oh, my head hurts. Although the incessant ringing in my ears remains, I slowly come to my senses. Recalling last night's attack, Ever sent their hitmen after me. Luckily, I had the foresight to move all the evidence and crucial leads I gathered over the past few weeks to the safe house. Before I can let out a sigh of relief, however, I realized something. How did I even get into the safe house? Who brought me here? My eyes drift to my arm, where a nasty burn has been carefully treated. The bandage is neatly wrapped around it, and a familiar note stares back at me. Only two people know about this place, me and Xavier. Hermit and Xavier are without a doubt the same person. At least we are smart. To think he manages to hide it from me for so long. I grab my phone and dial his number, but all I get is a busy signal. After that fateful day, Xavier vanished without a trace. Of course! Xavier, don't do that! No matter how many times I called, his voicemail greeted me. Desperate for answers, I hired someone to dig into his past. That's when the warning sign I previously ignored appeared. For instance, he once mentions a restaurant he frequented during college. Yet, his first transaction was recorded a week before he started working with us. And despite his supposedly modest salary, he somehow spent a fortune on those fireworks without batting an eye. A week passes. I get an email from an unfamiliar address, but it's not Hermit. It's from the data broker I hired. Good. Wow, we are dedicated. I open the email attachment. It's a scan of a 10-year-old newspaper clipping. In the center lies a photograph. A teenage boy is surrounded by a sea of blurry-faced adults. Judging by the ornate backdrop, a museum wing just opened. The teenager, whose features are hauntingly familiar, is captured doing an act of kindness. He's holding out his hand to an elderly beggar, who's collapsed on the museum steps. But the headline accompanying this picture tells a very different story. Philo's heir, apparently now victim of latent predator's surprise attack. Oh, poor Xavier, he just wanted to help. It doesn't take a detective to figure out what happened. The act of kindness caught on camera was the calm before the storm. The old man who was sprawled on the steps after being jostled by the crowd was now on his feet thanks to the teenager's help, but then he lunged and sank his teeth into the teen's wrist. In the wake of this shocking incident, the Philo family's young scion vanished from the public eye. The heir's name was familiar. He even has a scar on the same wrist. Was there any way that this could be a coincidence? I probably should have guessed it when he suggested giving our evidence to Philo. Well, poor Xavier's messed up his whole life because he just wanted to help someone. Since my wound have healed, I returned to LCBI building and an unexpected wave of loneliness washed over me.
2 days ago, they were convinced Hermit was Ever's lapdog. But now he's public enemy #1 for taking classified documents.
I heard they almost caught Hermit today.
Really? They searched every Predator hideout in the Southern District and couldn't find a trace of him.
For all we know, he could already be dead. Hey, speaking of missing persons, isn't it weird that Xavier hasn't been in the office for a while now?
It's so strange, isn't it? The two enforcers turned their heads toward me. He was fired. My face remains expressionless and my fingers dance across the keyboard as if nothing amiss. But under this calm exterior, a new unsettling theory begins to form. I would be so upset if I were her. Philo and Ever aren't just business rivals. Their competition extends into the political arena. Xavier has every reason to destroy Ever. But if he's so capable, why did he involve me? Am I just a pawn in a larger game? My position at the LCBI provides a perfect smokescreen. With an official inquiry underway, Philo could lurk in the shadows and pull the strings without getting their hands dirty. Oh, so she just thinks that he used her. I'm all over other possibilities, but this is the most plausible explanation I have. Here we go. He's been using me, huh? When I look up, I notice the car has stopped in front of the alleyway. I already lost count of how many times I scored this area. Each visit left me empty-handed. Is he here? Is he really? If he really is Philo's heir, surely he would have access to far more secure hideouts than this. The alley is a kaleidoscope of flickering neon lights. Eerie shadows dance along the walls, then the faint sound of footfalls breaks the silence.
He ran in this direction. He couldn't have gotten far with those injuries. We'll find him soon.
Oh no. The acrid stench of blood fills the air. It mingles with an unmistakable scent of I associate with predators. I put away my weapon and drag the lifeless body behind a nearby dumpster. Oh well. Oh, Xavier. As soon as I enter the safe house, the metallic stench of blood hits me like a truck. There he is. Oh.
Why are you here?
Oh, poor bunny. This is my safe house. I should be the one asking you that. Let me take care of you. I secure the door and adjust the camera, then I approach the figure who's slumped against the wire mesh. Oh, I know you're a hermit. I'm also aware of your ties to Philo and Ever. But I don't want to hear your excuses right now, so don't say anything. My emotions are a tangled mess. I try to remain expressionless as I make my way to the coot. I sit down.
Stay back.
His words are barely above a whisper, but I can't hear the pain he's trying to hide. I've never seen Xavier like this. His usual composure is gone, and a visceral, vulnerability stands in his place. As far as I'm aware, you've been treating this place like your home.
You're the one who gave me a key.
He looks at me and the face I know so well feels like it belongs to a stranger. It's as if we are truly seeing each other for the first time. I see him for what he actually is. I regret giving you the key. If you showed up any later, you would have been locked out. I walk to the storage cabinet and rummage through it until I find the first aid kit. I'll file the resignation first thing tomorrow, and you don't have to sign it. That way we're even after tonight.
It's almost midnight. You can abandon me very soon.
Oh, I don't want to.
And you don't need to patch me up.
Yes, I need to. I sort of wish your mouth got injured instead of your arm. I still myself as I lean in to examine his blood-covered limb. They say Ever has been developing weapons specifically designed to fight the predators. Is that why he's bleeding so much? It's the only way those bumbling idiots overpowered him. Hold still. I'm sorry. Can't click. I tap the alcohol-soaked gaze against his skin and wipe away the dried blood. Yet when the red smears fade, I see only unblemished skin. Confused, I met his gaze.
I'm not hurt.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh no! I'm not ready. He suddenly pins me under him and his weight presses me into the thin mattress. The old iron frame of the coot creaks in the protest. Uh-oh, we are in danger.
Don't move.
What? His hand gripped my shoulders. Meanwhile, his authoritative voice is tinged with a raw, desperate need.
Let me bite you.
No. I don't want to be bitten. His breath feels like it could burn my skin, and his whole body is soaked in sweat. He's not hurt. He's entering the frenzied state. Xavier, don't push your luck.
This isn't the first time.
For what? Pushing your luck? No, it's not. We all remember the last banner, don't we? He tilts his chin ever so slightly, and defiance shines in his gaze. My heart is as loud as a drum. I close my eyes and wait for the sharp pain, and I'm certain will. Sharp teeth tentatively graze my neck. Uh-oh. They're on my skin. It'd be easy to bite down. Oh no. But he gently nibbles me instead. Oh, cutie pie. When the predator becomes frenzied, they shred their prey with reckless abandon and tear flesh from bone. But Xavier, he didn't do that. Of course he didn't. What do we do? Calm down. Don't you usually carry suppressant with you, Xavier?
I didn't bring them with me this time.
Oh no. I push him away and struggle to get off the bed, then I grab a roll of tape from the shelf. I don't think tape will help ya. You hid under LCBI's nose while collecting the evidence for Ever's crimes. You killed 2 birds with 1 stone. And once you were aware of the LCBI's plans, you acted more freely as hermit. That's how you escaped every time. Remembering the past, my voices gradually died in anger. You're a hermit, the person I wanted to catch the most. Don't do this to him when he's in this state. He doesn't shrug and allow me to bind him with duct tape.
And I'm at your mercy right now.
Don't tell me twice.
Interrogation, torture, whatever you want to do to me. I'll accept everything.
I don't want to do any of those. Seriously. I'm the least violent person I know. And I would never do that. I won't tell him that our time together was like finding a piece of a candy on a construction site full of garbage. It's then I realize how addictive unconditional trust can be. When a predator becomes frenzied, excuse me, who checked this? More primitive emotions influence their actions. Because of that, the predators act according to their instincts. In order for him to maintain a rational state for a long time, there must be an activator on his body that regulates his frenzy levels. If you come to your senses, tell me where the activator is.
What if I don't tell you, though?
Then you're gonna kill me. Then you're asking for trouble. The people who are after you will be knocking on the safe house door soon enough.
You said we used each other, which means you don't feel guilty.
I do. I do.
But that's a lie.
Here you go.
When you're tied to me day in and day out, you'll realize how much I like you.
Oh. What? Whoa. Did he actually say that? Hang on.
How much I like you. How much I like you.
Yes, he actually said that. Oh my god. You are out of your mind. I am. Oh no!
You didn't abandon me, yet you didn't want me to die either. That right?
Oh, this purple light makes him look so good. Oh no! Xavier, I don't want to do this to you. Wait. What? People dying means I have to fill out paperwork. I'm afraid. What? I'm scared. I don't want to tie down anything on him.
Or would you say this is how you tame people?
No.
Did you tie me up because I did something bad?
No, absolutely not. Everything's perfect. I mean, no, it's not. Oh my goodness.
Why? Don't you want to become like me?
He's so expressive. Oh my god. His teeth are clenching like crazy. The animation is outstanding. Oh my goodness. And his eyes are so pretty. Okay, whew, let's go. I'm so sorry, Xavier. I don't want to do this to you. How do we... can we...
Untie me.
I will.
Are you satisfied?
Yes, I'm not doing anything else. I'm just gonna panic. Okay. Oh! Hold on. Relax. I'll let you go once you're back to normal. Oh no.
Of the target.
I messed it up with Silas so many times. I had no clue what I was doing, and I don't think I know now. I'm scared. Goodness me. Oh, too much. Alright. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Xavier, I didn't want to do that. I mean, I wanted to do that, but... Never mind.
Did you like that? I'll keep that in mind.
Oh my goodness! Xavier. Oh my goodness. Ouch.
Trying to avenge yourself?
No, I don't think so. I'm disciplining... What? One time. I'm disciplining a disobedient subordinate. Ouch. Too hot. The activator is on his back. Oh, okay. Oh my god!
Then I should demonstrate the proper interrogation technique, Captain.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, I really am.
Oh my god.
You could have just left me like this. It wouldn't matter, and I'd be okay with that.
No, absolutely not. I would not be okay with... Oh my god, what just happened? At least I didn't mess it up. At least. Now we are all too happy chirping. Lincoln City is still churning with hidden turmoil, but Xavier and I aren't the only ones stirring the waters. Other forces have made their move. The veil has been lifted and a network of secret research facilities is revealed. Faced with a mountain of irrefutable evidence, every is on its last legs. Every high-ranking official has been convicted and handed over to the justice system. Yay! Unless something unexpected occurs, they'll spend the rest of their days in Lincoln's most secure prison, with Zane in there. My efforts don't go unnoticed. I am promoted with my salary and bonus doubled. I move into a new apartment. It comes with around-the-clock security and serves as a reminder that lingering threats might still be around. Yet happiness eludes me. In the quiet hours of the night, my mind unwittingly thinks about him. But I know a solution for the predator is about to arrive on the market. Oh, yes, please. If he wanted to, he could effortlessly return to being an aloof heir and let our time together become nothing more than fleeting. He would not leave us, girl, and I know it. Since my promotion to Operations Sector Manager, I rarely set foot on crime scenes anymore. I have no use for the safe house now, and frankly, I'd rather not look at it again. So I hired a real estate agent to find tenants who would like to live in
I've
them.
been in this business for over a decade, but I haven't seen anyone throw money around
I have been
like
in this business for over a decade, but I haven't seen anyone throw money around like this.
It's been on the market for over a month with no potential buyers. Then someone called last night and said he wants to rent it.
Sorry, my sound died. Then someone called last night and said he wanted to rent it.
He's offering 10 times the market rate and wants to lock it in for 50 years.
He's offering
Don't you
10
think this
times the
person
market rate and wants to
has a few
lock in... Oh, for 50 years. Don't you think this person has a few loose screws? Are you sure that this isn't a scam?
He claims he already transferred the deposit. You might want to check and see if it went through.
Okay.
Also, he apparently wants to move in right away. Are you still at the property?
Don't tell me that Xavier bought it. I am. It's not like I have a lot of to pack anyway.
Just hand the keys over to him. He should already be on his way.
As I hang up, a wave of dizziness washes over me. Ever since the Xavier case wrapped up, my luck has taken an unexpected turn for the better. Surveying the chaos around me, I wonder if I should drop the price even more, but before I can make a decision, the soft click of a door catches my attention. It wasn't a knock. Someone is walking in. Of course. Oh, oh, my cutie patootie.
Hello. You must be the landlady.
I changed my mind. This place isn't for rent anymore.
You gave the real estate agent full authority over the property, and I already signed the contract. The penalty for a breach of contract is paying a fee that's 100 times more than the rent.
Oh, ouch. Fine, this place is yours. Utilizers are your responsibility. Check the fridge for any other notes. I toss him the keys and make an unsteady beeline for the door, but he shifts and blocks my exit. No. Is there a problem, sir? Do I need to clarify anything?
I joined the LCBI to keep an eye on your movements. It made things easier for me.
Okay.
An official title opened a lot of doors, so everything was simpler. But later on, I chose to stay because I wanted to be by your side.
Oh, so sweet. Xavier is always so sweet. He calmly says those words, but his body language tells a different story. His shoulder is angled in such a way that I can't escape. I believe I told you that I stopped caring about your real motives a long time ago. Terrified my resolve will falter, I crouch down and cover my ears. To my surprise, he copies me. We look at each other face to face.
Is this how I'm supposed to respond when you say stuff like that?
What?
I'm not listening to you.
This is the best he could come up with in 6 months. Our gazes meet and I'm suddenly transported back to that night when we watched the fireworks. His eyes haven't changed, so why can't I bring myself to look at them now?
Didn't you say bosses appreciate loyal employees? Well, my loyalty to you will never change.
Oh. But I already hired a new assistant. I can't have two.
Pick me then. I come at a discount.
I raise my arm to shield my eyes from his gaze. The interview will be at 9 AM. Don't be late.
Okay.
They're both so cute. Oh my god. My phone vibrates and tumbles out of my pocket. When he retrieves it for me, he sees the contact name on the screen, subordinate number 2. Ignoring my shocked expression, Xavier answers the phone call.
Hello?
Hey!
Hi. Yes, she's with me.
His unwavering gaze meets mine, and each word he says is slow and deliberate.
I'm sorry to say this, but you're fired.
Oh my goodness. Well, that was something, wasn't it? Oh my goodness. Oh, I love that story. I mean, I was terrified as heck by the Kindle thing. But I mean, terrified in good and bad ways, let's say that. Oh well, I hope that you guys liked it. And, well, see you when other Xavier's card appears, I think. See ya!